Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? And welcome to What Wednesdays. Today I'm reviewing Evian natural spring water, and this is this is probably the one bottle of water I actually have a history with. That started all the way back during permanent party when I was in the army in Germany during my army days. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself with a story. For I don't know, for over the last 20 years maybe, bottled water has really become like a big business, and they said sales of that are equal or surpassing that of soft drinks. But back in the 80s it wasn't like that at all. It used to be a joke, because I remember my dad, when they started talking about it, my dad's like, why would anyone want to buy bottled water? That's why they pay a water bill for. They just drink it right out of the tap. And I remember they had thing on 2020 talking about bottled water. It said most people, they said most companies and they had this little thing of faucet. And most people just get out of the faucet and they sell it to you. These companies that sell bottled water. And we just shaking our heads and laughing and stuff like that, my dad and I. And you didn't see too many people buying bottled water. Now, and that was pretty much it for a while. And then when I was in Germany, at the PX, I saw the Evian bottle, a bottle of Evian water. It was like $1.15 for a big liter thing. And this was a completely different container than this. This is some newfangled thing they have. But it was like a skinny container with the ridges on the side. It had a little plastic thing saying Evian from the French Alps. I bought it, and people say, why are you buying bottled water for? I said, well, I thought I'd try it. I liked it. And I bought it a few other times before. I mean, that's the one that I did buy if I bought anything else, but usually I just drank it right out of the tap. I remember one day where I used to save the empty bottles. And I remember I was off work, but I brought the movie Naked Gun to work. Well, I mean, I brought it to work. I wasn't working. And I had I mixed orange Fanta and Thunderbird or something like that, and it turned black. I just called it Black Fanta. I remember making it. I was watching a movie in the break room, and the other two people were wondering why I laughed so much because I was getting sauced. But I mean, they didn't like that kind of comedy anyway. These young, I was I was a year or two older than the other people, but I mean, these younger kids didn't like comedy at all. They didn't like the humor. Naked Gun. They hated Laurel and Hardy. They hated Marx Brothers. They hated Three Stooges. I was like, I didn't understand these people. Oh, they didn't like comedy. I was like, don't you guys like to laugh? No, we like being miserable. And they really were like that. Most of them. A couple people. Rudy Brown was different. Bad Rudy Brown. No, that's Leroy Brown. Anyways, that's kind of my history with Evian water. That's the only one I ever bought when I was in the army, because I usually didn't buy bottled water that much. And also at work, well, I'll talk about bottled water at work too, and a pet peeve I have. But let's go ahead and try this out. Now, I didn't even know they had this. The bottle was like this now. You see the different dimensions in it, like the things on the top, and then this, label with the little things, and on the back. I didn't even know they had this like this. There's a new ball thing till I saw Michael Creech's Facebook page. He showed some photos and he said, this is a bottle of water I like, even though it's really expensive. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I didn't really even think about it. And then I was at Walmart, and they usually have the carts where they have the clearance item or discount items. A lot of those items aren't really discounted that much. But they had bottles of this for $1. They had one left, so I thought I'd pick it up. And it said natural spring water from the French Alps. I don't know how true that is. And then on the back it says, product of France. So maybe it is. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try it out. And usually water is the best thirst quencher anyway. So in the summertime, especially with the heat wave coming up, this should do pretty good. Hopefully do the trick. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it tastes really good. Very quenching. Yeah, I've always liked Evian water. I mean, I give that a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. That's nature's thirst quencher water. Just straight water. And that's my kind of my review. Very quick review, but a lot of story behind bottled water. But I'll tell you about work. Something that really drives me nuts. It shouldn't, but I know why at work. When I usually bring water to the work, I usually get I have an empty jug of tea. I usually fill up halfway usually, or maybe even now that it's going to be in the 80s and 90s at work. Well, it's going to be in the high 80s this week. It's going to be really, I go back. Well, it's going to be pretty bad. I usually fill up halfway, but I might fill up a little more than that. And the nice thing is I have the water right there, and if I need it, and I drink it. But I mean, the other people work, they go to the vending machine, they get it out of the vending machine, they might pay 50 cents up to $1. I mean, depending on where the lady puts the thing, she just puts them anywhere. It's real haphazard. And what happens is they drink some and then they just set it down and they walk away. They leave all these half-full bottles of bottled water all over the place. I mean, that's wasteful. I mean, usually you're going to be thirsty, and then they buy another thing. Just like this one girl. I don't know if I talked about this. One girl at work. I see her. She goes to the vending machine, gets a thing of chips, 80 cents or so. She eats some, eats a few. Then after when the break's over, she goes to the trash, throws them away. Next break, she does the same thing, buys another bag. Third break, she might buy a second. But I mean, that's $1.60 wasted. I'm assuming they're 80 cents. Where she get a chip clip and then she save 80 cents a day on those things. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know. Some people are just wasteful that way. But I mean, there was a lot of times where I see half open things of bottled water all over the place. But this is very good. And water, I mean, some people are like, I don't like water. I know my mother said, I don't like water. I don't like it. It has no taste to it. But water is nature's best thirst quencher above everything else. And some people just don't understand. I don't know. I know my mother would never understand. So there you have my review of Evian bottled water. Well, Evian natural spring water from the French Alps. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. I hope you like this kind of long-winded Wet Wednesdays, but I had a lot of story behind it. And I think I bought Evian water somewhere I was in Fort Bragg. I don't remember. But, I mean, if I did buy a bottle, that's the only thing I bought. I have tried some other bottled waters before, but I just hope you all like this review. So, take care, everyone.